Hey guys, it's nice to be seeing me again. If you're wondering why I'm sitting so far away from my camera, it's because I have my laptop right in front of me because this is a speed build today. As you know, I've been trying to build apartments in every single world ever since we got for rent, and I want to start that series back up again. So today is Forgotten Hollow, so let's get straight into it. So like I said, I am viewing the video completely on my computer. I really have to do it this way because I don't really have a way to play it back on my full-out desktop. I play the game on. It's more I have to watch my laptop to watch the playback video fast. But what I really thought when I came to this is I really wanted to build a Victorian-style home, like Gothic Victorian, because that's usually what the world matches. So, honestly, this house is based off of a picture I found. I really like the idea because I was trying to figure out some new things I could do that I don't typically do in houses, especially with some of these diagonal walls. I never really have worked with those before. It's kind of like I rarely touch those because of the factor that I never really do well with them, but I think this time around it actually went quite well rather than normal. And I really think it paid off, but the whole point is, so I'm just going to explain the lore behind this house. So this is going to go up in my gallery after this video, not when this video posts, but when I get done recording this. But the whole point of this is that this house is a manor that was owned by a vampire. However, this vampire, when he died, he wanted to give all the other vampires a chance to really live here and train. The best thing is, I made a little story, so there are lots of plants all over the house, both gardening-wise and regular-wise. And the whole story behind that is that all the plants in the house are from the conservatory, since the person who originally owned the house really liked plants and gardening. But I really was going for Victorian style at this home, but the reason why I did a speed build video is because I was having a hard time deciding on what exactly I wanted to do today with my videos. And honestly, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I was honest with it on my other channel, but I'm going through a really rough time right now. This has been the most stressful year of my life with college because of the fact that, well, let's just say I'm back in therapy and certain things to be taken care of, but I'm doing fine. You guys are honestly one of the things that keeps me going because of all the nice comments you get, and especially all the people who say they like my content. Like, it's just really good because that's exactly what I do. I want to be able to entertain people and make them happy, give them something to look forward to at the end of their day. But yeah, I just wanted to be transparent on that because I think the number one thing that's been helping me out a lot is making sure just to tell people so people know that situation. But other than that, what else is going on in my life is just really, I'm trying. I really am. When it comes to recording for YouTube, it's not that this is the problem. It's more the problem is that my college classes are at the point where I have a night class, one from 5 to 6 p.m., Not to mention, there are 2 days a week I have clubs that go pretty late in the night, like around 7 to 8, and then 8 to 9 on Wednesday. And the problem with these is that I'm losing time for myself, and I barely have time to work on homework, so I'm always having to do it either during class or trying to find time during my day. Same thing for editing these videos. Weekends I can easily do, but when it comes to finding day during the school day, I really have a hard time finding time, which I want to be able to post for you guys. That's why I work really hard at that. Good news, if I put my mind to it, I can usually get it done. But it's just that everything's been a little more stressful for me lately, and it really has deteriorated my mental health. But don't worry, I'm in therapy, I'm getting help, and my family really cares about me. I just wanted to bring that up so we are all clear on the situation. But anyway, back to happier things. The build. The build actually is really cool. So it's oh boy, what is it? There are 4 rentable rooms. Yeah, 4 rentable rooms, and it's basically, like I said, it's a training ground. So every single rentable room is just a bedroom. There are 2 with coffins in them if your Sims vampire wants that, and there's also 2 with just regular beds. The whole point of this house is that it's kind of like a dormitory when you think about it, like, you know, shared space, just the bedrooms are cut off. But I really wanted to appeal that whole idea of like a bunch of vampires living together and just working on their skills while making a new community for themselves. And this house, honestly, it fit this kind of elongated lot where typically the starter home is very well. And it was very interesting because my favorite thing about doing this series, especially for you guys, is I get exposed to new architecture, like stuff I don't typically work with. Normally, if it was just a normal day, I'd probably build a suburban home because that's like what I'm mostly good at. But this whole system that we have been doing has been definitely, you know, teaching me how to do new designs, do something different, not do the same thing every single time I build. And this time, obviously, Gothic Revival. So I really thought it'd be a good idea with that. But yeah, so you can see where the conservatory would be, and there's also the bedrooms upstairs, but there are 2 bathrooms in this house. There's one downstairs and one upstairs. The upstairs one is a full bath, so it has the toilet, sink, shower, while downstairs it's a half bath. It just has the toilet and sink. and I made sure to just keep them clean and nice. Now, funny thing is, I did not know that kind of marble tile existed in the game. I completely never knew about that coming with vampires. I only thought we got the wooden floors. So as soon as I found that, I just started using that anywhere I could I thought would look nice. And think about it. This kind of home in vampires, I don't know why, but it screams conservatory to me. Like, the little plant house. Isn't it like the British way of saying greenhouse? I'm not sure what... You know what? I can actually look it up if I have to, but... what is a conservatory? Is there anybody from the UK who watches my videos? Can you explain to me what the term conservatory means? Because I know it's where a lot of plants are, but I don't want to call it a greenhouse because I don't know if that's technically correct. So, yeah, I just need someone to explain that to me. But what's interesting is every single room kind of has its own color scheme and style. But I made sure to use... So, little heads up. If you want to use this house, it's a residential rental lot, so you have to have vampires... for rent and the base game. I did not use any other packs beside those, so you should be fine if you have those 3. You don't have to have too many packs to download this house. Excuse me. Sorry, when I talk a lot, I take in a lot of air, and that turns into gas out of my mouth. But anyway, so interesting enough, the first bedroom kind of has a pink scheme, but eventually you'll see it later. I put a large fireplace in there because I forgot vampires had this gigantic fireplace that is like very elegant, and I really liked it. But yeah, you can see here are the 2 bedrooms that have just regular beds. They just come with, the standards of a bedroom. Some may have a few extras, like the one room has a desk, and a sitting area, while this one is more minor, just has a few things. But that tapestry I found, that was a really unique detail that I thought would be really cool. Oh, by the way, if you are watching this, I'd just like to say I hope you guys enjoyed Groundhog Day. And all those who are not from the United States, happy... What was it? Like Thursday? Like No, it was like Friday. Happy Average Friday. Even though it's already passed. What's funny though is I watch that every year. Being a meteorology student, yes, I am learning how to predict the weather. But honestly, I kind of trust the groundhog to tell us. He said spring's right around the corner, and considering the temperature warm-ups we've been seeing, I definitely think that's possible. I shouldn't talk about meteorological jargon around you guys because you're going to get confused. Because, like I said, meteorology has so much jargon that if I told it to a normal person, they probably would get really confused. That's why I have to make sure I use simple terms like, sunny, or like, you guys know what low pressure is, stuff like that. Like, I gotta make sure I don't use the stuff I'm learning in class, or else I might confuse you guys. But anyway, yes, I trust a groundhog to tell me weather, like most Americans here when it comes to Groundhog Day. Sorry, a little tangent, but it's funny. It's funny to me, so I wanted to say it. Now, the hardest part I'd say about this house is the curtains. The curtains, for some reason, were just the hardest thing for me to do. But I was able to get it. Oh, here comes my favorite part of the house. So my favorite part is literally this conservatory. It has many planters, so you can put all kinds of plants in there. And it has a sitting area, which is more supposed to be kind of like a place to relax while there are multiple plants around. And like I said, the lore is all these plants that you're seeing around the house, whether it's like planted or just a potted plant, they're all supposed to be hinted that they came from the conservatory. I mean, I want to add in that little art. Oh my gosh. This is my favorite. Other than the conservatory, I loved what he did with the kitchen. I tried to keep it rustic, and that green color cabinet from Vampires is like my absolute favorite swatch of that. I just love the green. It's the perfect green. And then I added some shelves under the windows, and I put some of the stuff up there. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I love that. And even the island, like, I love this kitchen so much. This is kind of a nice, cozy kitchen that you would find in an older home like this, and I really like it. It made me really happy because I was really pleased with it. Then there's this other bedroom that's downstairs. Like I said, this is the second bedroom that has the coffin within it in case your Sims want that option if they're a vampire. The whole point is, I put up a lot of curtains in the house because, whole point of vampires, can't be in sunlight. So I wanted to put up a bunch of curtains to be like, oh, they draw those during the day just so they don't burn up in the sun. But the whole thing is like, this house is just supposed to feel like it's old, but it also feels a little mysterious. Like, I think it's mostly because of the factor that, it's in a world of vampires. But even then, do you think Sims grow concerned about the vampires or werewolves or spellcasters, fairies, anything in the Sims universe? Because I feel like Sims wouldn't be that freaked out because in our world, that would be considered weird because we don't see that every day. But in the Sims world, they kind of see that every day. So would that technically be not weird to them? That'd just be normal? That's a really good question to ask. I don't even know the answer to that. Yeah, I even made sure to include a living room. I don't think the living room gets used often, but I feel like vampires are more into reading, considering the world. But you don't know. There could be a modern vampire who enjoys watching the TV shows. Wonder what a vampire TV show would be like. What did they watch? Like, what is it? What is that show called? Like, In the Shadows or something? Like, I feel like that's the only thing they'd probably watch because I don't know if there's much vampire television. Regardless, I did not remember. The funny thing is, when I was building this, I forgot how much Forgotten Hollow plants look very Halloween-y. Because I was using them, I'm like, wow, a lot of these are dead and they look so lifeless. I'm like, perfect for the world. Like the rose bushes and those dead trees really kind of like, the thing is, I feel like you could definitely take this, and if you wanted to, you could go, you know what? I don't want this to be a residential rental. I want this to be a haunted house. Like, you could definitely take the opportunity to do this. You just have to change, obviously, the mailbox and the 2 garbage cans out back. But I feel like you could definitely turn this into a haunted house if you wanted to. This is just simply a version that I thought would be really cool. I think we're starting to get close to the end here. Actually, we'll be ending in a bit. So as soon as this gets done, I will hop into the game and we'll give you a quick tour. Heads up, I'm just going to warn you right now, my internet's not being exactly the greatest right now, so I don't know if I can upload this immediately. I'm going to try my best. I'm on Spectrum. For all those out there who's working on getting internet, don't ever get Spectrum. There's a reason there's so many lawsuits against them. Yeah, I actually looked that up. But yeah, here's the house. I thought it looked pretty cool, especially with all the vampire stuff. And like I said, it's in that one starter lot. Wow, it's foggy. It's in that one starter lot that's right next to the other 2. I thought it would look better in an elongated lot rather than this gigantic lot over here because I feel like I wasted space. But as soon as you enter, you have this giant foyer area, and also the mailbox is right there, just a quick reminder. There is a connection to the kitchen and then the living room. So if you're to walk through here, you have the kitchen, which has a large island. I put radiators in multiple rooms or fireplaces just because I felt like it. Right here, you can see we have some shelving with some extra stuff on it, and a teapot. I just felt like putting tea in here, don't ask. And it's a nice sitting area in case you want your Sims to have breakfast in here or something. Over here is the first bedroom. So this bedroom is kind of supposed to be a little bit on the darker side. Like, it's heated by a fireplace, lots of curtains, barely any light, and there are those plants, but this is supposed to be one of those rooms where I think it'd be like more if you enjoy reading and if you want your Sim to be in a pretty nice coffin. So over here, obviously there's this half bath, but then there's a dining and living room area. I really loved using this clock everywhere. But after that, this is the conservatory. Now obviously you would have to plant the plants, which is not too bad. It's always fun. It's also a great way to earn some money. If you head out back, you'll see the other part, which is where we have a little sitting area with the grill and the garbage cans, and also some more planters in case you want your Sim to do it outside. Now next up, we're gonna go introduce the upstairs, which again, we have this large hallway area with some pictures, a nice mezzanine, and some nice, furniture to have a little place for your Sims to just sit and relax in the hallway. Over here is the bathroom. I included towels just to be like, multiple towels for multiple people. But again, this is the full bath, so this is where we have the 2 sinks, and we have a toilet along with the bath shower combo. All vampires, I might add. Over here is the first regular bedroom. I really like this tapestry. I don't know why, but I got serious Nancy Drew vibes from this tapestry. If you know those games, I really want to play those sometime, but that's what I get. And yeah, it's a pretty good color scheme in here. I never knew about this little thing right here. I thought this was a bird cage. I'm like, this looks so cool. I'm going to put that in there. And yeah, there's a radiator. Over here is the second coffin room. This seems to be more like kind of like a vampire who studies a lot, like studies everything. Is this a garlic plant? Oh, that's a garlic plant. Okay, but anyway, it's a coffin in here and a more elegant one for your Sims, vampires. And then this is the biggest bedroom in the house. This one comes complete with the desk, the fireplace, and a large bed if you want your Sims to do it. They also come with the balcony that doesn't have too much on it, but I thought the telescope was a nice addition. But yeah, this is the house, and let me see if I can get this to post to the gallery considering the internet problems. And there we go, it's officially up in the gallery. Ignore that I have like 5,000 copies of my Sim. It gets hard to delete them all. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. What do you think of this new house? I'm gonna continue doing this residential rental system, and the next one I believe is Brendleton Bay, so I got started looking up references of, what is it called? Cape Cod, like that type of home. It's a lot of northeastern United States that I got started looking at. But honestly, I really like this. Please like the video so more people can see this, and subscribe to my Sim channel if you are new. I try to post every Monday and Friday, Monday being a build, news, or that type of video, while Friday is more of a gameplay video. I'm still continuing my little legacy series. Please go to my other channel, Garrett, if you like non-simming content, and also check out the videos at the end card here. I try to keep up on playlists and videos a lot. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!